Hi guys, it's Shell, Heart of It All Custom Creations. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button to see future videos. I post new videos every week. So today we are going to do teacher appreciation gifts. It's the end of school, and so I thought I'd make my grandson's teachers some gifts. So let's jump right in. Starting with this Sublimation tumbler. I got this from Amazon, and it comes with two lids. One is like a water bottle type, and the other one's a regular tumbler lid, and they just screw on. So I really liked that. They had the two options, especially for teachers where, you know, kids might knock something over on their desk, and they can actually screw this, and it's not going to spill out. But it does come with a straw and the other lid. So I will list everything that I use in the description box below, but I went ahead and I grabbed this tumbler wrap from FABRICA, and all I did was just type in each of their names. So I'm going to cut this down. I printed this out on 11 by 17 sheet, and now I just need to cut it. I don't typically worry about the bottom part of when I sublimate a tumbler, so I'm just making sure that I get a very nice straight line across the top and on one side. Now, this is my grandson's first year in school. He's a kindergartner, and it has been a rough year for him. He's definitely doing better, but he does not do well with change, and going to starting school was a huge change for him. He is excelling academically, and these teachers that he had this year are amazing. They have been amazing with him and with us, and it's been great. So I definitely wanted to show them my appreciation for everything that they did do for Jack and us. So now that I have that cut down, like I said, I only cut the top and the one side. If the bottom was really, really long, I would have cut it, but it's not going to bother it. So I had already marked where I wanted the back of it to be, and going ahead and turn my tumbler upside down and wrap it around. And then I'm making sure that it's nice and even and tight. And by that, I'm just like going around and holding it and trying to get all that air out of there. And then I'm going to tape it to secure it before I move on to taping the rest of it. I go up the side where that seam is and make sure that it's nice and tight there. And then I'm just running my finger where the original seam that I laid onto the tumbler is, just so that it has some major contact with the other part of it, so it looks like one cohesive piece. And then I'm going around the bottom and doing it really tight there. Like I said, I'm not too concerned with the bottom because the way this wraps around, it's just white on the bottom, so I'm not too concerned with making sure that it's nice and flat on the bottom. I do put a couple pieces of tape just to hold some of those flaps down, so when I go to put my silicone sleeve on, it's much easier and doesn't bunch up. Now moving to the top, just a piece all the way around the top, very tight. I have already got my convection oven preheated to 400 degrees, and so I am putting it in the silicone sleeve now. And this goes in really well. I will list everything that I do use in the description box below. And then because this tumbler is a little bit taller than a normal 20 ounce, I'm pulling it down to the bottom so that it covers all of it. Then I am going to place this in my convection oven at 400 degrees, 2.5 minutes on one side, rotate it 2.5 minutes on the other side. Once that is done, then it is very hot. You'll be able to see the steam here in a minute. And that silicone sleeve is extremely hot too. So I am going to go ahead and put the other tumbler in now. And I personally like to remove the tape and the paper when it's still warm. It's just something I've always done. Removing the paper and loving how this turned out. It's so bright. So now we're moving on to the second thing. I had gotten these from Amazon as well, and they're just little canvas bags. I thought they were a little bigger than they are, but they work for this project. They are Sublimation. And the first thing I'm doing is taking my lint roller and making sure to get all that lint off before I'm going to press it just to get the moisture out and kind of release some of those wrinkles. And I have my heat press to 400 degrees. So I had just printed out some images. I got these from Creative Fabrica as well. And this does have a zipper inside, so I'm going to use a pressing pillow. What this allows to do is to kind of have the edge where it's a little thicker on the edge, hang over a little bit, but still be able to be pressed instead of squeezing and smashing that zipper, because it could damage it, and I don't want that to happen. So right now I'm going to go ahead and line up my image onto the canvas bag, getting it as even as possible. Press that at 45 seconds at the 400 degrees, and this is how it turned out. And it is so nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. The other side looks basically the same. It just says teacher in the shape of an apple. So there it is. And I'm trying to line up the lines as close as possible so that it looks like it was part of the fabric, if that makes sense. I just don't want the lines way off. And it ensures a little bit more that it is straight. Again, I'm going to tape this and then place it on my heat press using blowout paper, just some parchment or butcher paper underneath the image and on top of the image. Another 45 seconds and it is done, and it turned out just as beautiful. And like I said, I made one for each of his teachers, and there's so much more that you could add in here. I'm going to have my grandson write them a thank you letter, and I'm going to probably put some gift card in there for each of them. So I definitely hope that they will enjoy this and be able to use this for years to come and remember Jack. And there's so many possibilities for teacher appreciation. I know some teachers are like over the teacher themed, but I didn't know what else to do. So that's what I did. But I absolutely love how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a great big thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.